Hey, what's up you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am reviewing and swatching and showing you and demoing this little guy right here. It's the Power of Makeup palette slash collection by Too Faced and Nikkie Tutorials. Nikkie for Too Faced basically. And I must say I'm a huge fan of the collection. Most of my face here was done with Too Faced products. I used most of the palette as well in the demo, and I will try to leave a link down in the description or tell you what time in the description the demo starts if you just want to see that. But if not, I'm going to tell you my first kind of impressions and thoughts on the palette and collection before that, and as well as swatch the entire palette. So let's just get right into the video. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about and look at is going to be the palette itself. Now in this palette you do get 9 eyeshadows, 2 blushes, a highlight, and a bronzer, so I think it's a really good deal. The palette is $56 by the way, and you can get it at Ulta, Sephora, and I believe online at toofaced.com. I know Ulta just started selling it today. I work there, so that's how I know, obviously. So yeah. Anyways, so the palette is $56, and I think it's definitely well worth the price. Their regular eyeshadow palettes, such as the chocolate bar palette that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 shades, is $49, but that's just eyeshadows. With this you're getting the 9 eyeshadows plus the 2 blushes plus the highlight and bronzer. So basically you could do your whole face with this palette, and it's only, what, $7 more. So I think this is a really good option, and Nikkie Tutorials is my favorite, one of my favorite YouTubers, so this also a plus for me. So again, back into the palette. It is just a cardboard box. If you saw the Stardust palette by Vegas Nay, it's like the exact same as that. So first we're gonna talk about the eyeshadows. So the eyeshadows I think are just about the same quality as the regular chocolate bar palette. I think it might be a little bit less quality, just because I think the shimmer shades have so much glitter in them. There's so much glitter packed into them that I feel like they're not as smooth as they could be, or they're not as smooth as say the ones in the chocolate bar palette. So that's a downside, but I do still like it. You can use it wet or dry, and it'll still give you good pigment. So yeah, I believe this eye I did more wet, and this eye I did more dry to kind of see the difference, and I think it looks almost the exact same. So there's that. So let's go ahead and swatch these. So the first shade here that we have here is Ivy, and it's just a pure white shade, and if you don't know, Ivy is her dog. Her dog is white. Yeah, it's easy enough to say. So there is that. I'm sorry if you can't see the swatches very well, just because I am filming at night now, and I have a light, so it's a little bit harder. Let me try and push that light away a little bit, but I can't. Oh well, that works. But that's just the white shade there. If you can see, it's Ivy. Now moving on to the second shade in the top row is going to be Sugar Coated. Now as I am like swatching this, it does feel slightly like chunky or chalky. It's not as smooth as I would like it to be. Another thing I noticed is that this has a lot of fallout. So this one is just a nice light pinky highlight shade. I like to use it on my inner corner or to highlight the brow bone. The third final shade in the top row is going to be Frosted Yum, and that previous shade was called Sugar Coated. And this one is just a nice silver metallic shade. It's very like a straight up silver, not really different undertones to it at all. If anything, it has a slight blue undertone, but nothing too drastic. Now moving on to the second row, we have Irresistible. trying to wipe off my fingers as best as I can without like a towel, so that's good. Got it, okay. So the first shade in the second row is Irresistible, and it's a nice gold shade. It's the color that I have all over my lid today. It's just really pretty gold. Again, sorry about the light. And then the second shade in this row is Painkiller, which is a matte transition brown shade. There is 4 mattes in this palette and 5 shimmers. And I think the mattes are pretty pigmented. And again, this is just a nice neutral brown shade that you can use to transition in your crease. And then the last shade in this row is the darker brown shade, and it's called Makeup and Chill. This one has a nice pigment to it. It has almost a slight like plummy undertone to it, I'd say, which is not bad. I really do like the plummy undertones, especially for fall, which we're coming into now, so that's good. All right, moving on. Wipe off the fingers on my pillow. Alright, so in the final row, we have more of like the fun, darker colors. So the first one we have here is Mystic Hour. And it's just a nice blue shade. Just like that. I do actually really like this shade. It has almost a little bit of a brown undertone to it, but it's nothing that you could say would be like a MAC blue brown. So. I feel like my face is like illuminated and the rest is just dark. Alright, anyways, the second shade in this row is Wham Bam. It's purple. Nikkie loves purple, if you don't know. And this is the color that I have in my waterline. You probably can't see it very well. I also am wearing the purple mascara that I'll show you in a little bit in my waterline as well. And again, not as soft as I would like, but it's nothing too bad. Like, you can still tell it's pretty good quality. And that is the purple shade. And then the final shade is a black, and it's called Wanted. So that is the whole palette swatched. No, not the whole palette, all of the eyeshadows. That like black is me so hard to get off my finger. You might not be able to use that finger for swatching anymore. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the blushes now, and the first one is a more of a peachy tone blush right here called I Will Always Love You, and it's really pretty. It's the blush I am wearing today. It's very subtle, very nice. I think it's a great one for fall. And you could actually use that as an eyeshadow as well. LOL, check out my bug bite on my elbow. And then this last one over here is Justify My Love. That's just like a true pink blush. Nothing too out there, you know? Wiping off the hand again. Okay, and then the bronzer is just the Chocolate Soleil bronzer, so they're classic Chocolate Soleil. Very nice quality. These are some of my favorite bronzers to use. I'm just gonna put it on the side there. I don't even know if you can actually see that or not. But it's just on the side of my arm right there, and it's also on my face today. And then the last thing in this palette is actually one of the things I'm most excited for, and is the Champagne Truffle Highlight. Now, if you did not know, in the original Chocolate Bar palette is the Champagne Truffle eyeshadow, and now I have been using this shade to highlight for a couple weeks now, ever since I knew that she did it. And I'm gonna be honest, it's like one of my favorite highlights now. I've been using it a lot. So we're just gonna go ahead and swatch Champagne Truffle for you. Up at the top there. Very pretty highlight. It's more of a pearly toned highlight than anything, with a little bit of a pink undertone to it, so that's really nice. So that is all of the palette swatch. Now let's move into the little things that you get in the little goodie bag that also comes with the palette. So the first thing I see in here is this little The Power of Makeup Glamour Guide, and this will show you different looks that you can do with the palette that Nikki created herself. So that's really fun. And it just has a little bit more dramatic one, more natural, stuff like that. And then the next thing that I am seeing in this palette is a shadow insurance. I love this primer. This is the primer that I use the most besides my Soft Ochre Paint Pot from MAC. And I really, really like this primer a lot. It does help stay a lot. Oh my lord. I'm sick, can you tell? Alright, now the next thing I see in here is one of their new sketch markers from Too Faced. I did use this to create my eyeliner today, but I must say I'm not a huge fan of the sketch marker. It just is a bit too firm for me. Like, it does not bend very easily at all. I love this, I like the black shade, of course, but I really, really don't like how non-flexible the tip of the eyeliner is. Now the next thing, of course, is the Better Than Sex mascara that is purple. If you did not see it, I'll show you it here. It is her, like her purple. It's the Nikkie purple, basically. And I did use it on my lower lashes today and to complement the purple in my waterline as well. And now the last thing in here is the Glitterly, like literally but glitter, so glitterly pigment, and it's just a nice silver. I will try and swatch a little bit for you here, but I don't know how well it's gonna swatch because it is a pigment. It's not like swatching super well, so I'll just try to like show you, but it's like a nice silver, white, crystally type of shade, so it would work really well with a lot of different looks, so it's just up to you when you use it. I'm not a huge actual glitter girl, but I do like a nice shimmer shade. So that is all that was in the little pouch. Gonna pack it all back up. Yeah. And then also, right now at Ulta, if you buy the palette there is a Too Faced gift with it. And it is this bag, and it says Too Faced made me do it, which is generally my thing most of the time. And it comes with a mini of their Melted Matte, which is the one I'm wearing today. It's in the shade It's Happening. And today I didn't wear like the true color by itself because it is really bright. That's the shade right there. I actually decided to go ahead and mix it with my shade in Queen Bee. So I put layered Queen Bee over the top of It's Happening, and I got this shade. It's just a little bit more of a muted It's Happening color. So, and I really, really like how it turned out. So yeah, that's it. So that is basically it for the palette and the swatches. So now let's get right into the demo, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching my video on the new Too Faced Nikkie Tutorials collab. I've been so happy that I got my hands on this and got to do a look and everything for you guys. So yeah, if you like this palette or you like the look that I did, let me know in the comments down below. Also let me know down below what you want to see on my channel in the future. I have a couple more videos that I'm going to film today. One being the Estee edit and another being one featuring this baby, the Hellcore Cleanup Mask. So if you are interested in seeing those videos, don't forget to subscribe so you can check back on my channel and you'll get notified when I post those. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.